Coach, it's going to continues, and one of the great stories of Ponca City High School this fall is our great girls softball program. I'm sure you're reading the paper about more wins for our girls softball team, and they're playing great. Coach Freeman is our guest, and Coach, 21 season and still some more games to play. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. To this point, it's gone about as well as it could go, but like we preach to the kids, and we've talked to them again yesterday at practice. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So we want to finish strong. We've got 3 more district games coming up the next 2 weeks, and we want to be playing our best softball going into that regional tournament.
I mentioned 20 wins right now. What's our district record, Coach?
We are 8-3 in district, currently sitting in 3rd, looking up right at Owasso in 2nd and Broken Arrow in 1st. So still have a chance. We've got 3 district games. Talked to the kids about it yesterday. It's going to take everything we've got, but if we win all 3 games, then we can slide into that 2nd spot and host a regional, which is what we've been asking the girls all year to do. Is let's see if we can't finish in that top 2.
I don't know you real well, but I know you well enough to know that you like wins, but you want to finish strong. You want to see this program take it to another level, and that would be to get some playoff victories.
Absolutely. We went 2-2 last year in regionals, and lost to the eventual state champion Union. But really, I think our team is smart enough to know we were an awful long ways away from beating Tulsa Union last year. So we want to not only be in that regional final again this year, but really give ourselves a chance to compete and to win that regional. Which if we play the way that we're capable of and we put it all together, I think we've got a team that. Really, people aren't going to want to have to play in a regional tournament.
That being said, there's got to be a part of you that smiles when you think about the progress that the players have made, and not only this year, but you've probably seen it coming, the progress which comes with victories that you've made this year too.
It is. I mean, it's my 3rd year, and I can go back to the first year and see that improvements were made. The record wasn't that great at 11-20, but we still made improvements that season. And then last year I really thought we got on a run late and started winning some close ball games that in the past we had probably honestly found a way to lose, but instead we grinded and battled and found a way to win them. So I think it really set the tone for this season going into, every time we're in a ball game, and it's because that's the game of softball. It's usually a pretty tight contest that I really feel like our kids expect to compete and expect to win. And, I think we're 7-1 in 1-run games this year, so that's a good sign for us.
Another part of it that a lot of people don't see is the dedication that these girls have. I know that you're getting set to play a game tonight. You get those girls in a lot of nights out of tournaments. You get back late. There's a lot of studying that goes on, I'm sure, on the buses and between ball games on weekends. I know you got to be very proud of the way they're keeping everything together in this 2 months in which they just don't get as much rest as they probably would like.
Absolutely. I mean, you hit it on the head. I mean, first off, the summer that they don't get. I mean, we play games, we practice, we lift, we condition. They give up all of June and July outside of 1 week. We give them 1 week in July off. And then countless times getting home at 1 and 1:30, getting in bed at 2, driving down the road while they're doing their math homework, flipping the lights on them so they can study for a test that they've got the next morning at 8 o'clock. And that is the side that people don't see is just how much of a grind. It may not be as physically demanding as other sports, but the grind of being on a bus 2 and 3 and 4 times a week and getting in that late, you just can't say enough about the leadership and the way that this team's responded to that adversity. If
you want to get better, you have to play in a lot of tournaments. You have to play a lot of games, don't you?
You do. I mean, softball's a game where, at this point in the season, we'd rather be playing games and practicing, to be honest with you. It's not to say that we can't get better in practice, but we like going up and playing somebody else.
If you finish 3rd in your district, Coach, I know that's going to put you on the side with Union and Jinx. Is that right?
Union's down this year. They're about a 500 team, and right now Sand Springs is 20-4, the number 2 team in the state. They're first in that district, and Jinx is 2nd. So I think. There's 5-6 games left to be played, but if it ended today, we would be going to Jinx for regional, and they're 20-4, and we're 20-5, and it's 2 pretty similar ball clubs as far as record and the way that they've competed. So but we've got some games to help finish that out.
If you could push yourself into that second spot, the home field would be big then too.
That's what we told our girls. You know, I can think of nothing better than making Sand Springs or Jenks or Union or whoever, make them get on that bus and drive to Ponca City and sit on it for 2 hours and then get off and be expected to play that sharp. And you know, because when they come to Ponca, they act like it's the end of the world, and we just kind of chuckle at them because we do it all season long. But it would be tremendous, and we have played well on our home field, so that's just another advantage that we have.
And this is a year where, quite honestly, you haven't had a lot of home games to take advantage of it, so in the playoffs, that would be big.
It is. We started out, and I'll be honest with you, it was kind of on purpose. 5 of our first 6 games were at home, and the reason I did that, or I tried to do that, was I don't like sitting on a bus when it's 119 degrees, so we tried to play our home games and make the opponent sit on the hot bus and drive the 2 hours, and then we would travel more in September. And we do have a home game this Thursday with Bartlesville, a big district ball game that'll help situate things in the district. And then we host rival Enid the following Thursday for our last regular season ball game of the year.
Winding down, playoffs getting ready to start. Congratulations on a great season. 20-5, our girls softball team at Ponca City High School. Jared Freeman, our girls softball coach.